Everybody good?
Everybody good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about the decision now. What went into it?
The number one was basically being able to stay home. That's the biggest one. I can play Power 5 football and stay home, still see my mother every weekend, still see my family. They can come to every single home game, so that was huge. And the type of football I'm playing. In West Virginia, the fans are amazing. You're getting 50, 60,000 people every single game. They love their Mountaineers, and I can also carry on the legacy. I mean, my brother wanted to go here. Unfortunately, he didn't get offered here, but my dad was here. So I'm going to carry on the legacy. I'm going to carry on the Richardson name as a Mountaineer.
Amir, how did those people around you, your dad, your brothers, even Coach Kelly, how did they help you get to this point where you're making this big decision today?
They just everything they showed me how to work hard, and just from growing up, I always wanted to play this game, and they always were there for me every step of the way, from the ups and downs, the 2-8 seasons, the undefeated seasons, the winning in the playoffs and everything. They've always been there for me, always supported me through everything I've done, and they've been a great support system throughout all the offers, all the hype, and the ups and downs.
How much ebb and flow was there with your decision? Were there days where some schools stood out a little bit better, or once the WVU offer came, did they have the lead?
West Virginia had the lead just because they were first, of course, and growing up, when you live in West Virginia, of course, you want to go to West Virginia. But other schools have swayed. I mean, I started to feel Pittsburgh, going to the camps, things like that. I loved Penn State, went to their camps. Kentucky took me on a visit. So then I started to think, do I want to leave? Do I maybe want to look at other places? But then my heart was always where the home is, and that's where West Virginia is.
Any thoughts on a position, or is it too early for that?
It's pretty early, but when I was there this Friday for the Showtime camp, they had me on outside linebacker, still looking at safety, so you'll see me on the defensive side of the ball.
What about this season? I know you want to win ball games, but what you have to do to prepare yourself to get ready to play at the next level?
I have to become more defensive-minded, especially if I'm going to play West Virginia. You know, that dog defense, I got to be ready to play for Coach Gibson. So instead of just being our receiver, catch touchdowns, I got to worry about coming up and laying the wood and things like that, and getting some tackles, some interceptions, making some play on defense, because when I get to West Virginia, I'm not coming just to sit at the bench, I'm coming to play.
A couple of other local kids have already committed to WVU. Do you have any contact with those guys? What are your thoughts on some of the top athletes in the state wanting to stay home?
Yes, I talked to Kerry and Dwayne about this decision. They actually had some influence on it, being able to play with them. Great guys, great ball players, and we also would all be on the defensive side of the ball. So, of course, they're trying to sway me to play for them, so I definitely went into the decision. The great dudes and guys that I know going in, I have friends in them. They have friends in me, and I'm glad to get that 2019 class together, and I can't wait till we get up to West Virginia.
What are your goals other than winning games and having success as a team? Do you have some personal goals this year?
This year I'm coming for the Kennedy Award. I want to be known as the best player in the state of West Virginia, and that's what I'm coming for. Not just the Randy Moss receiver or the Carl Lewis. I'm coming for the Kennedy Award. I want to be known as the best player in West Virginia.
How'd your family take it?
My dad, of course,
excited?
loved it. My dad loved the decision. You know, being able to play at the same school he was at was definitely big for him. And my mother, of course, wanted me to stay home to be able to still see me. My brother supported it 100%. My sister goes to WVU, supported it 100%. So we have a lot of West Virginia ties, so it's going to be hard to sway from that.
Great.